Level 1, the prospect. You are 16 years old and you are the best player on your team. Not the best player in your city. Not the best player in your state. Just the best player on your team. That's all you are right now. But someone noticed. A scout shows up to your game on a Tuesday. You don't know he's there. Your coach knows. Your coach doesn't tell you. He wants you focused on the game, not the evaluation. You score 23 points. You make 3 plays that aren't coachable. The kind of plays that only happen when someone has something that can't be taught. The scout writes down your name. That's how it starts. A name on a notepad. Over the next 2 years, more scouts come. Your high school coaches starts mentioning you to college programs. Your parents get calls from people they've never heard of. Someone offers to be your advisor. He doesn't charge anything up front. He says he just wants to help. You don't yet understand what he wants in return. You play AAU basketball every summer. 7 tournaments in 8 weekends. You sleep in Holiday Inns and eat from vending machines and play 4 games a day. You're not getting paid. The organizers are. The shoe companies sponsoring the tournaments are. You are the product and you don't know it yet. College coaches start showing up in person. This is called an official visit. The NCAA regulates when they can contact you, when they can watch you, when they can offer you a scholarship. The rules are complicated. Most programs have compliance departments whose entire job is to find the line between what's allowed and what isn't. You don't have a compliance department. You have your parents and an advisor who says he just wants to help. You commit to a program. They offer you a full scholarship. Tuition, room, board, books. It's worth about $60,000 a year. You sign a letter of intent and your parents cry and your coach posts about it on social media. You are now property of the program in every way except legally. Level 2, the system. College sports operates on a specific lie. The lie is that you are a student athlete, a student who also happens to play sports. The reality is that you are an athlete who also happens to be enrolled. Your sport generates revenue for your university. Your scholarship covers your costs. The gap between those 2 numbers is large. You are not allowed to profit from the gap. You practice 4 hours a day. You travel for road games and miss class. You spend extra time in film sessions and weight rooms and treatment rooms. The NCAA limits the number of hours a program can officially require from you. They don't limit the number of hours a program can strongly suggest you spend on voluntary activities. You understand what voluntary means in this context. It means you show up or you lose your scholarship. Your coach makes $4 million a year. Your position coach makes $800,000. Your position coach's assistant makes $300,000. Your trainer makes $200,000. You make $0. You watch your jersey sell in the team store for $65. You see your likeness used in video game promotions. You are told this is fair because of the educational opportunity you're receiving. You play 3 years. You develop. You put on 20 pounds of muscle. You learn to read defenses in ways you couldn't have imagined at 16. You become a projected first-round pick. You hire an agent. The agent is registered with the Players Association. He takes 4% of your contract. He tells you the 4% is standard. He is correct. He does not tell you that 4% of your first contract will be less than what he makes from 3 other clients who are not first-round picks. You declare for the draft. Level 3, the contract. The draft happens in June. You sit in a theater with your family and your agent and a camera crew from the league. You wear a suit that cost more than your mother's first car. Your name gets called in the first round. You walk across a stage and shake hands with a commissioner and hold up a jersey. The photo circulates on social media for about 6 hours before the next pick happens. 3 weeks later, you sign your rookie contract. First-round picks in the NBA sign a 4-year deal with a team option on years 3 and 4. The salary is set by the collective bargaining agreement. You do not negotiate it. The scale is predetermined. If you're picked 10th overall, you make approximately $5.4 million in year 1. If you're picked 30th, you make $2.2 million. The difference between being picked 10th and 30th is often something as variable as which teams had bad seasons and what position they needed. You have no control over it. Your agent takes 4%. Your financial advisor takes 1%. Your accountant takes a fee. The federal tax rate on your income is 37%. California state tax, if you play for a team there, is 13%. After everything, a $5 million salary produces approximately $2.8 million in take-home pay. This is still an extraordinary amount of money. It is also approximately a third of what you thought you were making. You buy a house, you buy a car, you send money to your family. This is called taking care of the people who took care of you. It is also how athletes go broke. You have 4 or 5 people in your immediate family who spent their lives supporting your career. They drove you to practice, they paid for your gear, they went without so you could have more. Now you have more. The obligation feels like the least you can do. Your financial advisor calls it financial leakage. Both of you are right. Your rookie year is an education. You were the best player on every team you've ever been on. Now you are the least experienced player on your current team. The veterans don't coddle you. They test you. They make the practices harder because you're there. They don't do this to be cruel. They do it because their roster spots depend on the team winning, and the team wins when everyone performs under pressure. And the way to find out who performs under pressure is to apply pressure. You perform. Not perfectly. You make mistakes that your coach catalogs and reviews with you in film sessions that feel like autopsies. But you're good enough. By the end of your first season, people are saying you have a bright future. In professional sports, a bright future means you have a chance. Most players with bright futures don't reach them. Level 4, the contract year. Year 3, your team option year. The team has to decide whether to exercise their option for year 4 and what your future looks like with this organization. You are playing the best basketball of your life. You know this is your contract year. Every player knows when their contract year is. It changes how you play. Not necessarily better, sometimes more reckless, more individual, more focused on the statistics that drive salary negotiations than on the collective decisions that win games. Your coach knows you're in your contract year. He watches your shot selection change. He talks to you about it. You hear him. You keep shooting. Your body has taken damage you don't fully understand yet. 3 years of an NBA schedule means 3 years of back-to-back games, red-eye flights, hard floors, contact that would injure people who weren't in peak physical condition. Your left knee has been quietly wrong for 8 months. You've been managing it with treatment and cortisone and the particular discipline of athletes who know that staying on the floor is the only way to get paid. Your agent negotiates your extension. He tells you the team is offering you $84 million over 4 years. He tells you another team would offer more. He tells you loyalty is something that gets tested when someone offers you more money. You ask your current team for $96 million. They offer $87. You sign $87 million for 4 years. The press conference is in a room with cameras and a backdrop with your team's logo on it. You say all the right things. Your new contract starts in 3 months. 6 weeks later, your knee gives out in the second quarter of a game against Denver. You feel it happen before you hear it. You know immediately. You've seen it happen to other players. You know what it means. The arena goes quiet when you go down. Your teammates form a circle around you. The medical staff runs onto the floor. The MRI confirms what you already knew. A CL reconstruction. 9 to 12 months of rehabilitation. Your new contract, the one you just signed, is fully guaranteed. This is the only reason your financial situation is going to be okay. Many players sign contracts that aren't fully guaranteed. Some of them are in similar situations right now, and their financial situation is not okay. Level 5, the back end. You come back. Not every player does, but you do. You spend 11 months in rehabilitation that is the hardest physical work of your life. Not because of the difficulty of the exercises, but because of the psychological repetition of doing the same movements for hundreds of hours in a room by yourself while your team plays games without you. You watch film. You lift what your knee can lift. You run at 60% and then 70 and then 80. The trainers track your progress in percentages. The team tracks it in dollars per point. You return in month 12. The knee is structurally sound. The feel of it is different. Not worse necessarily, just different in the way that things are different after they've been rebuilt. You are not the same player you were before. You are a different player. Whether the new version is good enough depends on factors you can't fully control. You play 4 more years. You are good. You are no longer considered great. The combination of the injury and the age that naturally followed it has moved you from a player teams build around to a player teams build with. This is a meaningful distinction in terms of salary and role. You make the adjustment, not happily. The adjustment and the happiness are separate. At 31 years old, the team declines to offer you another contract. The general manager has a conversation with your agent about your value to the team. The conversation is professional and brief, and ends with everyone understanding that your time here is over. You become a free agent. 3 teams express interest. One of them offers you a 1-year deal at a salary that is $4 million less than your previous contract. You sign it. You play that year. They do not renew. You retire at 32 years old. The average NBA career lasts 4.5 years. You played for 11. You earned approximately $94 million before taxes and fees. You have investments and real estate and a financial situation that is significantly better than most retired players and significantly less certain than most people looking at the number 94 million would expect. Your body at 32 feels like the body of someone older. The knee is fine. Your back is not fine. You have had 6 surgeries across your career. The cartilage in your hips has been deteriorating for years from the impact of hard floors and lateral movements done thousands of times at maximum intensity. You manage it with treatment. The treatment is ongoing. The treatment will be ongoing for a long time. You do not miss the pressure. You miss the game. These are different things, and it takes about a year to understand the difference. The pressure, the contract years, the film sessions, the coaches who needed you to be better than you were in a specific quarter of a specific game that you don't miss. The game itself, the specific feeling of the ball leaving your hands on a shot you know is going in before it gets there, that you miss every day. You have been asked to do things in retirement, broadcasting, coaching, business ventures. You've said yes to some and no to others. The ones you said yes to are fine. The ones you said no to were also probably fine. You are 32 years old, and you have already had the defining career of your life. Everything that comes next is something else. You're still figuring out what that means.